Hey everybody, it's Tachi266, and it's been a little while since I've done a YouTube video, and I'm glad to be coming back and doing a YouTube video for you guys, because there's something that's really been concerning me that I've been talking about recently on my Twitch live streams that I want to actually just do a video about, just to get into the nitty-gritty about it. And it's pretty much the direction of where the gaming industry is heading and where it's come from, and my personal belief and difference between passive gamers and hardcore gamers. Now, this is completely opinionated video. This is not me trying to bash any developers, anybody who likes video games, or anything like that. This is just my personal opinion and view on things as I've seen it changing over probably, we'll say, the last 10 years. A lot of things have happened in the gaming community and just the gaming world as a whole. And I kind of want to focus a little bit on why the negative part is hindering things. Now, when I brought up earlier, I said passive gamers and hardcore gamers. The reason I feel that there's a difference between the two is because hardcore gamers are the gamers that have probably been around since video games wasn't a really popular medium. It was the select few people that were enjoying it, playing it, that knew things about video games such as like the SNES, we're talking Link's Awakening, the original Final Fantasy, knowing the history of those games and playing those games to their entirety back before there was ever such a thing as DLC, season pass, expanded content, all of that. There wasn't even a thing. So now we're entering the area where those mediums, they are a thing, and it just made things a little bit messy. And what I really feel the biggest issue is, and where the biggest culprit comes from, is right in your pocket, your cell phone. So why do I say the cell phone is the biggest culprit? Reaching a bigger platform, gaming gets to finally get the recognition it deserves. It's not just restricted to platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, Ustream, Mixer. It's not restricted to those, right? But the problem with that is because it's reaching people that weren't or are not actual gamers, the bigger corporations behind the developers saw an opportunity not to give things that are super, like, you know, fully enjoyable, but they saw an opportunity to make money. And like I say, I'm not trying to say like passive gamers are bad in any way. It's not, and that's not their fault. They enjoy this game. Where it becomes a problem and it affects hardcore gamers and it affects pretty much everybody across the board as a whole is microtransactions. Everybody knows about it now. Everybody knows it's a thing, and it really started with mobile gaming, because with mobile gaming, you're not getting a full game, you're getting a small game. And now they've come to the point where now there's actually large games, because the phone sizes are so much bigger now, they can hold more, so the games are able to become bigger and more expansive, allowing them to develop more. But then you have games that they make you wait. So you do your goal for that day, and then you have to wait either a day to keep playing the game, or you can spend in-game currency to speed up the time. But the problem with that is it's a real grind to earn that in-game currency, and because it's a real grind, they give you shortcuts for X amount of dollars. Now, since there's no end to this, you can do this infinitely, or as long as you're willing to cash out of your wallet and just keep paying out this money to accelerate the time, so that the throttle on your growth, and when I say throttle, I mean pretty much the restrictions they place on you to keep you from fully enjoying and fully growing in the game. So it's more to push you to the money purchase, to accelerate the process, get those cosmetics, get all that great stuff, and pretty much, I guess, enhance your enjoyment of the game in their own way. And it really sucks because they're not letting you enjoy the game on your terms. It's forcing you to enjoy it on their terms, because it kind of comes off as, okay, well, since you don't want to spend money for it, like this guy or that person, and get all my fancy stuff, we're going to throttle your progression in the game. So you're punishing me for not spending my money on the game that I already bought. It's a thing, because with pre-orders, it's like, hey, do you want to look as cool as this guy? Well, you gotta, you know, when you put in your pre-order, you know, you get it, and at first you thought, okay, that's no big deal, and taking some money off of the full price of the game. But then you have to do the math, and you have to realize one game is now on average $60. So just to buy two games, you're looking at over $120. and they released this game only for it to be an incomplete game? What? As soon as I go online and like a battle royale, this guy's got this fancy looking background with all these fancy costumes, and of course I'm gonna be like, oh, I want that. It's in the game. How do I get that? And the only way to get it is to purchase it. It's not even that they try to hide it anymore, that it's a literal mechanic to make one gamer jealous of another gamer who spent the money, so that that gamer turns around and spends the money to get the stuff, and it just keeps going and going and going. And because we do that, it won't stop. We're telling people, we're telling the developers, and we're telling these big industries, hey, it's okay to charge me a nickel and dime for an incomplete game that you're not going to expand on really, and you're going to show me one thing and release a completely different thing. That's okay. Everybody remembers the terrible loot system that came out with Battlefront 2. It was horrible. The content is already in the game. The rewards are already in the game. Why are you making me pay for it? There's absolutely no reason for it. On top of the fact, these games also have season passes. I mean, so you already spent $60 to buy the game, then you spend maybe another $50 or $30 for the season pass, and then you're telling me there's still an in-game currency that I have to spend extra money on? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Call of Duty. The fact that gamers are extremely forgiving, and we're saying, hey, you know, one, it's okay to release these, you know, broken games. We'll still take it. We still believe in you. And hey, nickel and dime me from beginning to end. I have absolutely no problem with that. We willingly shell out, and at the same time, we set these high expectations after knowing for years now that what you see at E3 is not what you're going to. That's just my little brief rant on all of this. I just had to get it off my chest. I know I kind of like scattered and covered a wide range of topics, but this isn't going to be the only video I do of something like this. There's a lot of other topics that I want to talk about and cover. Another big one is cosplay, and yeah, that's gonna have to be a completely different video because, oh man, there's a lot to cover about that one. If you liked what you see, be sure to slam that like button and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when I upload videos for you guys. Also check out all of my social media. You can find the links down below, or you can find and enjoy one of my other videos posted somewhere around here above my head. I don't know, maybe. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.